So when we're doing a past life chart, right? For those who don't, okay, for those who don't know, I'm a professional astrologer. I used to be a master level hypnotherapist. I guess I still am. I used to do past life regressions for people, and there's some videos on YouTube of meditations for you guys. I don't think it's the greatest thing to do with meditations. I think it's better in person, but like whatever. Anyways, this is the past life, doing a past life chart in astrology. All right, here we go. And so when we're doing astrology, the first thing you want to look for is the moon. The second thing you want to look for is the south node. The moon is like the sun, except in your previous lifetime. I know. Wow, what are you going to say, Sonny? How is that possible? I thought it was a... No, just dig this. The moon is your subconscious. It's all the lessons that you're bringing with you from your past life into now. It's all of your programming. It's all of everything that you don't see. In the tarot, the things that represent the moon, the Hebrew glyph on the moon card, represents the back of the head. It means everything you don't see. And that's what the moon is. It's what you bring with you from the past life. It can also represent your mothering urges from a past life, how you were nurtured in a past life. And in this chart right here, in Noodles' chart, it's in Aries in the 4th house. So in the last life, in a previous lifetime, she was probably very competitive. And she might have been very competitive at home. She might have been very argumentative. She might have been very impulsive, very argumentative, and very competitive, impulsive, argumentative. In the previous lifetime, she probably had a very innocent and youthful nature about her. And even in this lifetime, she brings with her a very innocent, very competitive nature about her, very honest, fresh idea, nature, and spirit. I've even been told that people with an Aries moon can have youthful souls. And so it doesn't mean you have a young soul. I said youthful and energetic soul. And as she brings that with her from the last lifetime, it's pushing forward. It's her subconscious. It's her lessons. It's her way in life that she's going to carry with her from this lifetime into, believe it or not, the next lifetime. Because, you don't exactly, I don't think you clear your karma right away. Anyways, these are some of the karma spots that we're going into right here at the beginning, and she's going into it right now. All of this is located in the 4th house, and the 4th house is home and mother. So you might have put a lot of energy into mothering people in the last lifetime, or you argued a lot with your mother in the last time, or you were forced to take care of other people in your previous lifetime. In Aries, it's highly probable that you were either in the military, you might have been a police officer, you might have been a guard, you may have been an athlete, you may have been a scientist. Those are all the cliche Aries kind of careers. But there's also a possibility that you're a bit of an entrepreneur, you're a bit of a self-starter, and you really went out and rushed and did your thing. There was more to it. Because it's in the 4th house, there was probably a very strong reliance on the home in your last life. So much so that maybe you were a farmer in your last life. Really, like seriously, it's the 4th house. What would you think? You were either a farmer or a baby machine. It's one or the other. But there was a big emphasis on that. Now, all of that stuff you're bringing from the past into this lifetime and moving forward, it's also your South Node. And South Node is a lot of lessons from the past. And wherever it was is a lot of energy, and it causes problems, especially moving forward. And so you will always have problems at home. You'll always have problems with your mother. So you might have problems with your mother in this lifetime. You might have problems at home in this lifetime. And even if it seems settled, it's always going to be problematic, and you're always going to be flowing back to the home. It should be really good, but for whatever reason, it's not. Maybe your mother had a mental illness in a past lifetime and you spent all your time trying to take care of your mother, or maybe someone in a past lifetime put a lot of pressure on you to stay home and take care of the home and maybe guard the home or some kind of situation like that. And it's causing problems in this lifetime. And you were very independent about it, South Node in Aries. very much you, taking care. You had to do everything in a past life. And in this lifetime, you're pushing it out here to your Dharma. And your Dharma, your North Node in the Sun. So instead of doing everything yourself, instead of doing everything at home, instead of staying at home, worrying about the family, worrying about your parents, worrying about what's going on, worrying about the name, worrying about the farm, worrying about the garden, worrying about the paint, worrying about the mortgages, this bullshit at home that you're doing, you have to get out there in the world and put faith. You're going to have to put faith, North Node, your Dharma, your faith, put it into, and it's disconnected, right? I knew I drew a straight line, but it's disconnected. It's a curvy line up there where it's unsupported, but you're supposed to be famous. You're supposed to be popular. You're supposed to work with other people. You're supposed to give over instead of doing it all yourself, instead of relying on yourself, instead of competing with everyone, competing with yourself. You have to let people do it. You're going to have to let people do things for you. And it should come very nice and easy because Venus is there, right? In a previous lifetime, people really wanted to do nice things for you. People really wanted to team up and partner with you. And that really fortunate good thing is being carried forward into this lifetime. So people want to do things with you. They want to help you. You have to give over your personal power and give your control over to other people. Let your people do the work for you. The problem is Pluto is here, and Pluto is going to cause a lot of pain and a lot of change and maybe death to some of these people and things and associations that are supposed to be doing things for you. And as a result, because all of this death and negative stuff happens here, it's easy for you to go woo and focus back down here on your South Node, but you can't do that because those are the past life lessons. You have to keep moving forward to the next life, or you're going to be stuck in the Aries mode of, although it's fresh and youthful and innocent, is still doing it all on your own. And that is definitely that's what's going on. Okay, so what else is going on? Then we want to look at Saturn and cruise over to Saturn and look at, you notice we didn't even look at the 12th house yet or stuff, how it plays out behind the sun. But this is only a mini past life reading. If you guys wanted an in-depth, and not for Noodles in this, but for other people watching the video, this is a mini past life reading. It's a 10-minute reading. If you want an in-depth, and this is done live on the channel, if you want an in-depth not real, but like a really in-depth reading of what's going on, you should get a private reading over Zoom, and I'll tell you everything what's going on. I'll explain it to you. All right, here we go, Noodles. So the next thing you want is Saturn over here. Saturn's going to cause a lot of problems in life. Wherever Saturn is, it's where you're tormented. Saturn is your karma. And so there's some kind of karma with things at a distance, things higher learning, things at a distance. You have the ability to be very successful with your past life karma situation, but you have to do the time, the dedication and time to really persevere, to undo the karma that Saturn brings with in this lifetime. And Saturn is cruising through your higher learning and education part of your chart here in the 9th house. So somewhere along the other lines, you weren't able to maybe finish your education. You weren't able to really travel and experience the mind, probably because you spent all your time at home, right? You spent all your time at home, fighting with the people at home, arguing with all your stuff, and not doing your Saturn, not putting all the hard work into expanding your mind. You probably weren't able to put all your energy into studying, energy into travel, energy into philosophy, energy into seeing what's out there in the world. And as a result, traveling might cause problems. As a result, speaking different languages might be a problem. As a result, dealing with people from different cultures might be a problem. As a result of all this past life karma, you might not have finished university, or maybe you didn't go to university at all. You're supposed to succeed. So when you're looking at past life astrology, The moon is what you did in a past life, and you have to circle it up to the sun in this lifetime. The south node is, certain part of your karma and energy from the past lifetime, and you circle that up to the north node. But Saturn right here is something you have to deal head on with, and you have to work it step by step. And for Noodles, she's going to have to put the energy in. She might be tormented in her studies. Maybe she doesn't want to go to university. Maybe she doesn't want to do that. Maybe she doesn't want to study anymore. Maybe she's done with it. Why should you? She's a 77. Who cares? But every time she has that opportunity, its success comes from applying, or else it doesn't happen at all. And that's something you have to watch out for. It's all the South Node and Moon in Aries, guys. Check it out. South Node and Moon in Aries. I don't even know what the deal is. But anyways, this South Node and Moon in Aries thing, this really is, it really is, guys. Everyone is good. Everything you read is going to tell you that too much emphasis on doing it yourself, not enough emphasis on doing it with other people, not really relying on other people. And that's like they'll all tell you that. All right, so let me finish up Noodles reading, and then we got to get out of here. So that's the deal. So that's the deal with the past life stuff, guys. We first look at the moon. It's your subconscious. And then Noodles, and then finally Noodles in a past life, in her last life, was a woman. Noodles was a woman in a previous lifetime. I don't know what you do in this life. No, I'm just joking. In the last lifetime, Noodles was a woman. The inner planets are in water signs. She was a woman. That's what I'm doing, figuring out the inner planets. Most of her inner planets were in a water sign. She was a woman in a previous lifetime. And that's the action, guys. That's it.